So there's a whole swathe of different metrics that you could do. But what I would definitely recommend is check out Barry Overeem's Cultural Index. He's actually written a really interesting blog on 4 different things. So the 4 quadrants I just showed you: quality, responsiveness. Let me just share this quickly, and then we'll go into questions. I promise you, I won't talk any more. So the last thing I want to leave you with is this, really, is going back to the 4 quadrants, or even the 6 metrics or the 6 competing features, is start to make your own metrics. I think this is the new dimension. Start to create metrics that matter to you and to your teams. Don't just go with what's out there about flow stuff. Use those, but use some supplementary ones that might be helpful for your context. Because remember, context is king. And look at, ask yourself with your teams, with quality, how are we going to know that we're doing the right thing? Right? How are we going to do that we're building the right thing? And just leave it open to your teams, agnostic of context, finance, HR, software delivery, doesn't really matter no more. And keep it fresh, review it frequently, be consistent in your message, and be stable in the way that you work. And if we do all of that, we get to a state where you might get somewhere where it's actually meaningful and you're dealing with meaningful data. And watch out for the 10 plagues. I haven't really talked about that just yet, and I don't think we've got time to talk about it. But there's 10 plagues of Egypt, or 9 plagues of Egypt that hit the Pharaoh and his people. And if you're interested to know more about that, then watch out for that space. The 10 plagues session may come in future. I thought I'd leave you with something to think about. But think about what the 10 plagues are hitting your organizations. What are the metrics, the 10 plagues, right, that are ruining the way that humans are working together? And think about how you can visualize metrics. So let your people flow. Don't manage the people. Manage the work is what I'd say. And without further ado, I'm just going to summarize quickly. We talked about cycle times. We talked about throughput. We talked about work in progress. Key messages from me really is flow metrics may be the start of a conversation. It's a start of metrics for lean and agility, but there's many more. And have a look at the great works of Troy McGinnis, Larry Mastroeni, and Julia Wester's content as well. There's a lot out there, but these 4, for me personally, have been quite profound. And think about value itself. Think about the other dimensions that maybe others are not looking at. Value, I feel, is the new currency. Over the next 10 years, I feel much of the Agile community might start to focus on this thing called value itself. It's in the Agile Manifesto. We talk about it. We don't really empirically look at it as much as we should. Maybe I'll leave you with that. Any questions?